Matt and Danny. Welcome to A Better Way.
And this is a shorter way. These are some of the shorts that we're recording for you guys to kind of get to know us a little bit better.
They might like these better than the long ones.
They might. This will be a lot more casual and
Right.
really, actually, I don't know, is it narcissistic? We're just going to talk about ourselves. So that's just great, fantastic. But if you want to know a little bit more about us, these are the things that you want to take a look at, a little bit behind the scenes about who we are. And you know, a little bit about how we are who we are. So
yeah, that was well put.
I thought so.
Yes, we should have written that down. That was really good.
Write that down.
We're just going to start today and introduce how we met each other. And
you mean how you hunted me down?
I can handle the sound of the ice cubes in your drink. They're really going to get to know us.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
I did not hunt you down. Matthew and I met at Bible college. I'm a preacher's kid.
We have very different versions of this story.
My version is the right version. I'm a preacher's kid. Matthew is also a preacher's kid.
Yeah.
And we met at Bible college. We were both studying music, and I teased him all the time because we were both looking at 3 different Bible colleges that we had considered, and they were the same Bible. We didn't know that until like years into our marriage. We were just casually talking about it.
Well,
and I said,
my first and second choice were also your first and second choice.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I said he would have been stuck with me no matter where he went. God was going to just make sure you met me, babe.
Yeah.
So we met at Bible college, and we were friends.
Yeah.
Ish.
I was friends with everybody.
You were.
I didn't really have
true.
a group that I hung out with. I just wherever I was, that's where I was. Yeah.
You were a wanderer.
I was. I didn't really fit a mold.
That's true.
Yeah.
But everybody likes you. Really.
I don't know why.
You're nicer than you think you are. But we didn't like each other. It wasn't like love at first sight.
No.
At all. But we were in music classes together, and we used to play piano together, and we
still do.
We still do. Yes, we do. And we used to sing together. We were both in singing groups, and we saw each other every day.
We were in the same classes.
Very small college. But we did not hang around the same kind of people, and we did not like each other.
No, we did not hang around the same kind of people.
No. And we're not talking about talking about us. Moving on. So anyway, I think at some point in time in the first 2 years we knew each other, like there was a time where I heard a rumor that you liked me. You should probably say.
That's really strange. I never heard that rumor. I did. I never heard that rumor.
Rude. Oh, you not even for the camera. You can't make me feel good. I don't know why. You know how kids talk. It doesn't mean anything.
We were together all the time. We were on the piano bench next to each other in our Baptist college.
Oh no, we were this far. Bench. We were at least 6 inches apart. We were not touching.
We sang together. We sang together in church, even in chapel.
Yes.
You know, not just in the singing groups. But we'd grab a third friend and we'd have a trio.
Right.
And we just we were always together. So, I mean, I get the perception. You know why people thought.
I really think you just liked me, but you forgot.
I forgot.
Yeah, that's the right answer.
I do that a lot. I forget a lot.
That's true, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, and I did like you at some point in time. I think maybe, I don't like it. It never really went anywhere because we were just us and we were just friends and
just buddies.
Yes. And I remember my mom saying to me one time, she'd said, "What about that Matt kid?" And I was like, "What?"
My mom had a different reaction.
Well, your mother's in heaven now. Yeah. And she cannot defend herself.
She knows better now.
We're not going to talk about her. But I remember being like, that's so weird, Mom. He's like a brother to me. Like, I can't. No, ew, no. And anyway, what did I know? I was like 19. So what did I know? And then the summer after our second year of Bible college, I stayed. I was giving piano lessons, and I had quite a few students. And so I stayed and lived on campus, and you stayed and lived on campus.
Yep.
We were working.
Yep.
And that summer we were really together every day. And
We even worked at the same place. We drove to work together and back. You know, yeah.
I kind of got you. You didn't start working at the music studio until that fall, like after we were officially dating. I made you ask me out before I got you a job.
You did. You did.
But we hung around all summer, though.
Yeah.
I would come home from work, and you were sitting out on the benches, and I was like, oh, you know. But I just I was falling for you like hardcore that summer, and it was like one way, you know. And so
I was very focused. That year I had been given
Yeah.
a summer assignment that I was paid for. It wasn't a school assignment. And one of our music instructors was working at a church, and they wanted to do a small orchestra. So they gave me a list of songs that needed orchestrated to a specific set of instruments. And so I did that. I
don't remember that.
Yes, Miss Kerber. She
Well, I mean,
she gave me a whole, and so I put it all together for her and gave her all the arrangements.
That's actually amazing.
Yeah, well, thank you.
But you weren't too busy to not be outside.
I had to get out of my dorm room a little bit.
Oh, that like
yeah.
okay. It doesn't be your little secret.
Right,
Okay.
right, yeah.
But I did we every day we hung out so much, and of course we went to the same church that we went to during the college year. We hung around so much, and we started sitting together in church and going out to eat afterwards. In fact, we asked for privileges to be able to go out to eat together.
Yeah. And our dean was like,
we were not dating.
So you want single dating privileges? And we were like,
no,
we're not dating.
We're not dating.
We just needed to drive to work together, and
So
we want to go out to eat.
He said, so you want permission to go out together and eat. You want single dating privileges. And we were like, no. Anyway, he gave them to us.
He redefined it for us.
Yeah, we had to get the permission of our parents. And then we were all out together all the time. And then Matthew went home in August to get his wisdom teeth pulled. And I think I maybe had my first panic attack in my entire life, because all these little itty bitty cutesy tootsy freshman girls were coming to the college. And I very quickly realized that I was head over heels. When he left, I called my mom and said, I think I'm in love. She was like, please tell me it's Matthew. Because we'd been hanging around all summer, and I was like, it is. And what am I going to do? And he didn't ask me out, and he doesn't think I'm pretty, and all the things, And then all these girls came, and then, I'm just telling you, there's like this unwritten rule in college. If you sit by somebody, I mean, you may as well just put a ring on it, because that's the thing. And I remember kept thinking, like, all of our friends are back for our third year, and there's no way he's going to sit with me. And anyway, he was gone for a couple of weeks, and he came back, and he walked right up to me on a Wednesday night, but orientation was like the next day. And he walked up to me and said, so where are we sitting? And I was like, I'm just going to reel him in now. That's it. It's all over but the crying, buddy. And we had a couple of weeks later.
Well, yeah.
I did not beg you to date me.
You were just like, would you please date me? Please,
I really did want you to date me.
I know,
but
I know.
You make it sound like I asked.
You didn't ask.
I did not ask. I would have, though. I totally would have.
It was getting there.
It was getting to that point where I was going to bow the knee, like, for sure. No. You had a friend that said, when are you going to ask Danny out?
He just said, when are you going to ask Danny out? And I was like.
It made sense to everybody else.
I'm not. What are you talking about? Okay, so here's the thing. I don't remember being like girl crazy. I was not like a girl crazy kind of a teenager at all.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I don't know.
We were just buds.
We were just friends. We just hung out.
You were just buds with me.
Right.
I was like,
we're like friends.
So much more. I was like, no.
Well, now we are.
Yes. But then you did. Anyway, then he came to see the light of day and the error of his ways. And asked me, now he's stuck with me.
She just begged me. And so I finally was like, fine, I guess I'll marry you. So.
What
actually, when I asked you to marry me,
asked me,
I dropped the ring. You remember that?
Yes.
I dropped the ring. I don't know how long a short is supposed to be, but I feel like
We
it's
should be
just
done.
going
It's 10
long.
minutes. It's 10 minutes.
Is that a short?
You did drop the
I'm
ring.
not from the YouTube generation, so I have no idea how long a short
This is a
supposed to
very
be.
long short.
Oh.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. We're going to wrap it up. But yes, you did. We got engaged 6 months later.
Yep.
And then we finished up school before we got married.
Yeah.
But he did drop the ring on a bridge.
On a bridge over water.
Over.
Running water.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. But it's okay. We found it.
Yeah. It
We
all
got
turned
it.
out okay.
I said yes.
10 years later, we had 8 babies. So there's that.
But that's another episode for another time. I hope you enjoyed our shorts and a chance to get to know us better, especially if you're new to us at all. Our friends have heard these stories,
Yeah.
and our kids.
Yeah.
And we're just going to introduce you a little bit.
And now we want all our strangers to know our stories too. So.
Yes. But maybe it will help you to understand
a little
our
bit more about
dynamic
us.
and about us and
And
why
our psychoses.
Yes, and
that
why we
have,
are
right?
the way
Yeah,
we are.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
So
we
until
love
next
Jesus.
time, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.